We've all been there, right? Splurge on something we think we need only to realize later that it wasn't worth it. Well, today we're gonna talk about 5 most common mistakes or things you should definitely think twice before spending your hard-earned money. Spending money just to impress others is a fast track to financial regret. If you're only buying it to show off, you're wasting your money. In the end, the people you are trying to impress probably don't care as much as you think they do. Ever bought something because it sounded cool, but you have no idea how it worked? Spending money on the things you don't understand, like complicated investments, can lead to a buyer's remorse. If you don't know what you're getting into, it's probably best to save your cash. Spending money on things that harm your health is not just bad for your wallet, it is also bad for your well-being. You're essentially paying to make yourself feel worse in the long run. Lavish spending on a partner when you know deep down those relationships won't last is like throwing your money down the drain. Expensive gifts, extravagant dates, they might seem nice in the moment, but they won't fix the relationship that's just not meant to be. Save your money for someone you truly see the future with. Gambling is another classic example of throwing your money away. The odds are always against you, and what might start as a bit of fun can quickly spiral into a financial disaster. Remember, the house always wins, and your bank account loses. Now let's jump into the actual examples of what you should not spend your money on. Oh, Emily, come on! I told you to buy only 2 things, milk and napkins. Now what is that? Well, that's the thing. If you spill your tea on the floor, it'll dry it. Normal people use Bounty for that. Normal people drink tea from a cup, not just from a soup bowl, which is half of their face. Latest gadgets. Sure, that latest iPhone or smart toaster look cool, but do you actually need a fridge that talks to you? And what about those weird kitchen supplies? A banana slicer? An avocado saver? Fun to look at, but do they actually save your time? Instead, stick with reliable, time-tested tech that serves real purpose in your life. Of course, we all love new technology, but why you really need to upgrade your iPhone every year? The truth is, last year's model still works good and gets all the job done. Companies are great at convincing us that we need the latest and the greatest, but in reality, those upgrades are often minor. The blue check illusion. Well, that's just the time we live in, so why don't we just talk about Instagram? It's easy to get caught up in wanting to impress others with that verification badge. It seemed like a status symbol, but does it really change your life? Invest your time and energy into what truly matters, engaging with the audience and creating a content you're really proud of. The blue check won't make a difference in the long run, but your authentic presence will. Lottery fever. It's tempting to dream about hitting it big, but the odds of winning a Super Bowl jackpot are pretty bleak. Your chances of winning the Powerball jackpot are about 1 in 292.2 million. To put that in perspective, you're more likely to get struck by lightning or become a billionaire by investing smartly. Instead of spending on lottery tickets, why not put that money into savings or investments? It's a far better way to build your financial future and actually improve chances of achieving your dreams. Restaurant habits. Eating out frequently can be a major drain on your wallet, especially if you're hitting up those high-end 5-star restaurants. You might just spend $200 on a meal just to get those Instagram worthy shot. And let's be honest, you're paying a lot for a few likes and comments. Instead of breaking the bank for a photo op, why not enjoy delicious meals at more affordable places or even cook something amazing at home? You'll get all of the satisfaction without financial hangover. Chasing trends. Every season brings new trends and it's tempting to buy into all of them. But before you splurge on that neon jumpsuit, ask yourself, will this be in trend next year? We all love staying trendy, but buying into every fashion fad or splurging on brand name clothes that you can't really afford can wreck your budget. Sure, that Chanel designer jacket looks amazing, but is it worth blowing your paycheck? Instead, invest in classic, versatile pieces that never goes out of style. Right here also goes designer clothes for babies. They look cute, adorable, and ridiculously expensive. Seriously, $100 on a tiny onesie that your baby will outgrow in a few months? It's like setting your money on fire but with extra steps. So skip the designer labels and invest in what truly counts, creating wonderful memories with your little one. Save that money for things that matter more, like their future education or fun family activities. Dream vacations, nightmare costs? They promise paradise but often come with a price tag that's just out of this world. Plus, you'll be paying off that trip long after your tan fades. You can have an amazing vacation without breaking the bank. Look for deals, travel during off-season, and explore local destinations. You'll have just as much fun and save a lot of money. You can still have an unforgettable time, make amazing memories, and maybe discover some hidden gems, and all that without draining your bank account. So next time you're tempted by that luxury vacation package, remember, paradise is what you make it. The price of bad habits. Sure, they might provide a temporary kick, but you are paying for something that's not just bad for your wallet, but also for your health. Imagine this, smoking a pack per day costs $2,000 a year. Add regular nights out with drinks and you're looking at even more. That's a lot of cash going up in smoke, literally. Cutting back or quitting can save your money and improve your health. It's a win-win situation. Coffee cravings. We all love good coffee, but those Starbucks runs can drain your wallet fast. Let's do the math. If you buy a $5 Starbucks coffee every day, that's $5 multiplied by 365 days a year. And that's $1,825 a year just on coffee. Imagine if you brewed your own coffee at home. You could save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year. Plus, you get to experiment with different blends and become your own barista. Subscription blind spots. From streaming services to monthly boxes, we have all saved up for something that sounded exciting at first. Do you really need all of them, or could you maybe stick with one or two that you actually watch? And what about that pricey cable TV subscription? With so many streaming options available at a fraction of the cost, cable TV can become an unnecessary expense. Plus, let's be honest, most of us only watch a handful of channels. Last but not least, fancy gym memberships. We all want to stay fit, but do you really need a membership to the most luxurious gym in town where you're not going regularly? There are plenty of affordable or even free ways to stay active, like running, home workout, or even joining a community sports team. Tattoo temptation. They can be an awesome form of self-expression, but they also come with a hefty price tag and a life commitment. A single tattoo can cost anywhere from $100 to $1,000, depending on size and complexity. And if you ever change your mind, the removal can be more expensive and painful. Did you know that around 25% of people with tattoos end up regretting them and consider the removal? That's a lot of folks wishing they never spent that money in the first place. Instead of jumping into something permanent, consider temporary tattoos or maybe other ways to express yourself. You can change them up and try new styles without long-term commitment and high cost. New car depreciation. They look amazing and come with that irresistible new car smell, but they come with a hidden cost: rapid depreciation. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses 10% of its value. Within the first year, it can lose up to 20%. By the time it's 5 years old, it can worth less than half of what you paid. That's like watching your money disappear in a rear view mirror. A slightly older car can be just as satisfying without draining your savings. Plus, many used cars are just as dependable and come with lower insurance rates. In-game purchases. Spending a few dollars here and there might seem harmless, but those microtransactions add up fast. Before you know it, you spend hundreds on virtual items that don't hold any real-world value. Instead of splurging on in-game items, challenge yourself to progress without them. It's often more rewarding and keeps your wallet safe. Think about where else you could spend that money: real-life experience, spending on something special, or investing in your future. The price of impulse. We've all been there. You see something shiny, and before you know it, you've made an impulsive purchase. Those spur-of-the-moment buys might seem harmless, but they can add up quickly and leave you with a pile of stuff you don't really need. Not to mention the buyer's remorse that often follows. Next time you're tempted to make an impulsive buy, take a step back. Give yourself 24 hours to think it over. Chances are you'll realize you don't actually need it. To sum it up, focus on making thoughtful, intentional purchases that bring real value to your life. Your wallet and your living space will thank you. Remember, it's not about what you buy, but how you use it. Make every purchase count and watch your savings grow. Now, in the next video, we'll talk about adopting principles that can transform your perspective on wealth, helping you build a more meaningful and balanced approach to money.